we walk through this fight, day and night, we try to prepare ourselves for the battle that's set before us. Sometimes we fall because of our weakness and the weakness of our flesh, but yet we gotta continue to run.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna race to it. I'm not done.
Yeah.
No, I'm
got a
not
long way to go.
done. And I won't
No, we
give
came
up.
so far.
I'm gonna race to it.
Sister Diane.
I'm not done.
It's like this pain getting harder to hide. Only Lord knows all the anger I harbor inside. Sometimes I wanna let the tears just fall from my eyes. Thought I was something and what? Had to swallow my pride. My own family tried to get me to part from my God. They turned their ear from hearing truth cause they caught up in lies. I used to hang with gangbangers that tossed up the five. Now I just kick it with the saints and my talk with the wise. Yet I've been falling, my sins calling to tear me down. Many a renown won't make it or get to wear the crown. I ask the Lord now to forgive me for all my wicked ways. Cleanse me of transgressions before my body lay in the grave. Clean me of my secret sins, establish my thoughts, and wash away iniquities and my presumptuous faults. Give me wisdom from your word when I'm down and distraught, and give me strength to apply what I'm taught, and I'm gonna run. See what I come to learn in this truth?
I'm gonna race.
This race is not to the swift.
I'm not done.
All of us got different battles, different
No,
trials.
I'm not done.
But
And I won't
our
give
line
up.
is to fight. The Most High give us all strength to fight at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? As long as He with us,
I'm not done.
nobody can be against us, you know what I'm saying?
I won't
Look,
give up.
plead my cause, oh Lord, with them that strive with me, and fight against all those that try to fight against me. Take hold of thy shield and buckler, stand to be my help. Protect me from my enemies and even myself. Let them all be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them turn and be confused for the wicked they sown. For we remember your works and your wonders are old. How you split the Red Sea and turned it into a roll. Lord knows I'm vexed, but I'm changing my mind state. Living in a world that my God gonna annihilate. In a time where little boys wanna be like Beyonce, and drugs got the whole hood high as the crime rate. But I still run like a runaway slave who got fears of being hung. Like an army lieutenant in a war with no gun. Like politicians who already won, yet this war just begun. So I'm gonna run. In this battle that's set before us,
I'm gonna race.
we give him weapons that's no longer carnal. The Most High with us in this fight, you know what I'm saying? All we gotta do is have faith.
And I won't give up.
Walk in His laws, statutes, and commandments. But therein, that's the battle. Cause all those that endure to the end and don't give up will receive eternal life. So no matter what we go through in this fight, we gotta keep running. We gotta run to Him who created us. Sister Diet, sing to Him.
I've been let down. I won't give up. I can fall 7 times and get back up. I've seen mountains move, and it's because of you. That's why I
Cursed in the city.
What's happening? What's happening this evening, this Sunday evening with you guys? This is the Mrs. O Show. This is a new segment, a new part of the Mrs. O Show. It's called Surreal Sunday. And I'm your host, Old School Exit 9. And I know you're like, well, we know about Mrs. O. But who the hell is you? I'm Mrs. O husband. I am the executive producer and the co-producer of the Mrs. O Show. So, with that being said, we're gonna get into Surreal Sunday. Just a little snippet. Mrs. O has explained before that she's gonna. Her purpose is to deal with the women who want to be married and who are married. So she's gonna deal with topics that relate to that. I'm going to deal with the issues that men deal with. Okay, so that's the reason for Surreal Sundays. We're going to be talking about some issues that are freaking surreal. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's dreaming, man. I can't believe this mofo did that. And that's what we're going to be getting into. And tonight's topic, we're going to go over a video that's been circulating in the internet space, about a stepfather being confronted by the father at a barbershop in front of the son. Okay. So we're going to be using a video that Theo Coop did a commentary on. He hosts the Do Better podcast. So from Old School Exit 9 and Mrs. O, sir, we salute you. We support what you're doing over there on the Do Better podcast. Okay? But as we always do on the Mrs. O Show, we like to promote some righteous music. Some music that's talking about the Most High, marriage, and us as Israelites, and us as Israelite men. So without any further ado, we're going to get into this video. It's by the Sons of Thunder. The title of the song is Ultra Pure Gold. This is coming out of the original Royalty Records. So let's get into it, all right?
It's a long week, bro. We made it through. Like your girl been tripping, man. Like that. Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's going on? How you doing? What's going on with you? That's your sword, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you reading? Acts?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm looking at all the different things our forefathers going through when they travel as we spread the gospel to our people,
Hey, excuse me. Can I ask y'all something? What we gonna get out of reading that Bible all the time?
It's fun.
Yeah. I want the nation bowing down to me and make them crown the king. Glorious sound to me, release like Jubilee. The end of poverty, angelic body me. If I leave my throne, you gonna see a different side of me. This prophecy. This prophecy. This prophecy. This prophecy. Ultra pure gold, gold approach the throne. Way up to the ceiling. I can't fight this feeling. If your eyes on the kingdom, we got common interests. We've been down so long, oppressing in our members. Twinkling of an eye, now watch us fly like Delta engines. Man, we beneficial when these laws, they benefit you. I got so much channel aggression towards any law official that say we not the people or any artificial that conjured up an image that is contrary to the scriptures. Arms and feet like polished brass, lightning bolts coming from his visage. You can approach the throne, but not until I extend the golden scepter. That's right, stay in line. Watch me handle mine. Bring my cup of wine and toast to the end of time. This palace so divine, aided. Prophecy change your mind, Canaan. I got servants who got servant. Damn, this the curse of Canaan. Rearrange it. Blood of the gods, can't explain it. Get out of Dodge, they can't tame it. Ultra light beam and pure gold on my raven. I want the nation bowing down to me and make them crown the king. Glorious sound to me, release like Jubilee. The end of poverty, angelic body me. If I leave my throne, you gonna see a different side of me. This prophecy. This prophecy. This prophecy. This prophecy. Ultra pure gold, gonna approach the throne.
I'm one of the sons of the prophets. Watch by the word foxes. Who are these pale imposters? You can't inherit the promise. The color of brass polish. You don't believe it, you silence. Come with your doctor demolished. You don't want beef, sausage, not from Earth in the planetary. Ain't it scary when the mothership landing? That's a chariot, baby. My daddy laughing, so calamity with the family. That's how it happened, little baby, when you don't want to listen. Oh, you pledge a position. Oh, you might get a mission. Oh, 2/3 is henchmen. Sick of these niggas, I'm sick of these dogs. You wanna play games? Pause. I swim in that water like jaws. These Christians is chicken dogs. You read the apostles of Paul and don't understand it at all. You thought the word was flawed. Sit down in the dirt, crawl, never to rise up again. Yeah. Never to rise up again. The heaven they stacking they sin. The promise is back once again, and black is the end.
Jason bowing down to me and make him crown the king. Glorious sound to me, release like Jubilee. The end of poverty, angelic body me. If I leave my throne, you gonna see a different side of me. This prophecy. This prophecy. This prophecy. This prophecy. Ultra pure gold, gold approach the throne.
Ooh, boy, that video was fire. Absolute fire. Man. And to back up that video, I got something I would like to read to all my Israelite brothers out there. Psalms 82. Psalms 82 verses 6. And it says, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Ye are gods. My black men, my Latino men, my Native American men, ye are gods. As long as you start repenting and learning and doing these commandments. Okay, so let's get back into what we're talking about tonight. And that is The stepdad is confronted by the father at the barber shop in front of the son. We're going to be using a video from Theo Coop from the Do Better podcast. We're going to get into this, start this video up, and have something to say about what we seeing. All right? So,
You are now listening to some phone.
ooh, yeah, baby. You are now listening to some old school shit. Waiting for this video to queue up. Having some internet issues, but we got it now. Let's get into it.
What's your thoughts on this?
Ain't not shit. That's my motherfucking son.
World Star.
That's my motherfucking son. You don't got no business. Hey, barbershop. I told you that. I told you that shit. 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 It's your first time.
Hey, let me go ahead and call this mama real quick and we gonna get to the bottom of it.
Are you going ahead and do that? And she better say the right shit because she don't. I'm about to get you swinging in it. On God. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I'm trying to poke you, man.
Yo. Hey, that's not answering the phone, huh? Hey, that's probably what I thought ass.
Hey, bro. Man,
Hey,
get him out your son.
That's not your mother son. That's my mother son. You want to be watching bad.
Now, in this part of the video, the father has confronted the stepfather, and the stepfather gets on the phone. He gets on the horn to call the mother and let her know what's going on. I don't disagree with that. You as the stepfather or the acting stepfather, takes the child out the home, you have assumed responsibility for the child, and anything that transpires while he's in your care, you have a responsibility to report that to the mother. And if it was flipped, you have a responsibility, ladies, to report that to the father. Okay? So this part of the video, I don't disagree with that. I'm getting there. Now, what I'm not in agreement with is how the father is acting. Now, it's something that I need you men to understand. That we all humans, right? We all have what is called emotions, right? But men do not have the luxury to behave in a manner like this, where the emotions have taken control over how you are acting out. We have no grace to do so. When we act like this, guys acting is frowned upon. So the father is not being on business. He's not, what's the words or the saying, standing on business with how he's handling the situation. Erratic, out of control, throwing out threats, things of that nature. Just doing that in public is a bad look. Now, you're not being, now on the other side of this, you're doing this in front of your son. So you're teaching him how to handle confrontation. And this is not a healthy way to do it. So at this point, kudos to the stepfather and a thumbs down to the father on how he's behaving. I understand. I absolutely understand, because I've been in that space for many times. I understand. In the heat of the moment, things of that nature. But we as men, we cannot conduct ourselves in this manner. This is not the way. This is not the way. This is not the way. So you have to conduct yourself in a controlled and very precise manner. You know, you really have to, because any other way, you're not going to be looked upon in a positive light, period. I don't care. We don't have that grace. We just don't. We don't have that grace when other men look at the situation, and especially when the women look at the situation, they frown upon it. You're not getting respect from either side. So let's get back into the video.
I want to be Russell Wilson so bad. Well, you don't even got to Seattle.
Hey, bro, you going to them? Hey, bro,
I need all this little
Hey, you said ass in the phone?
Hey, bro, all right. I'm really show you. You're going to them.
Yeah, all right. Oh, out here.
Hey, like I said, watch your mouth for the time.
Ain't your motherfucking son.
Hold on. Hey, Keisha.
Now, the stepfather, he's a little out of pocket, I believe. You know, he lost a little bit of his composure. Started cussing, you know what I'm saying? The father's already amped up, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't do anything to, at this point, de-escalate the situation, you know what I'm saying? You know, like you watch your motherfucking tone or speech or something to that extent. And what have you. So we don't know what the history is that's causing this buildup, right? You know, we can speculate all day long, you know what I'm saying? One of the things that I suspect is, because of how the father's acting, is that the father believes that he is capable and is available to do exactly what the stepfather is doing, which is take his son to the barber shop. The father may believe that, or has been looking for opportunities to spend time with his son, and he's being denied. And here you go, I see this man come up in the barbershop with my son. Shit, I could have did that, you know what I'm saying? But the mother is being a problem in that aspect. So, you know, that's my place. And he don't need you for that. I'm here for that. I want to do that. You know, I've been in that space, but please believe me, I know what that feels like. So that's what I'm suspecting what's really going on in the background, is that the father is being denied opportunities, and those opportunities are being given to the stepfather or the wannabe stepfather. We don't know if this man is married to the mother or he's just a passing boyfriend. We don't know that. But in how I'm seeing this, the father's being denied opportunities. So let's get back into the video.
Keisha.
Hey, Keisha. Hey, she up here trying to take time with him.
Let me get a little closer.
What? You ain't taking her nowhere until you pay your child support.
What? Child support? That little bitty ass shit, I can pay that shit right now on God.
So Keisha, the mama, said he ain't taking them until he paid the child support. So the stepfather, or the wannabe stepfather, relays the message. Then the father responds, and then the stepfather says, "Do it then." Okay, stepfather, you out of pocket. This situation, this has nothing to do with you. The parenting time and the child support is between the father and the mother. Okay, so again, this really supports my statement before that the mother is blocking parenting time opportunities to the father and giving them to this man because he's not paying the child support. Okay, so let me drop a little tidbit to the men and women. Okay, if parenting time has been established, child support is not only based on the financial ability of the non-custodial parent, but it's also based on parenting time. Okay, so if you have a issue with the non-custodial parent not honoring the provided parenting time, there are processes in place with the family court for you to, to put into play. Okay? If legally, unless there's liberal parenting time means the court doesn't have a say. There's nothing on paper. There's nothing court ordered. Liberal parenting time is pretty much between the mother and the father, whatever y'all come up with, and the court is out of that. There's nothing on paper for that. Okay, if there's specific parenting time that's court ordered or court overseen, because the court is not going to punish the non-custodial parent for not using their parenting time. They're not. They're not. It's up to you, custodial parent, to put in a complaint. Y'all two come before the referee and possibly the judge of the circuit court, of the family court. And then y'all state y'all cases, y'all concerns or whatever. And then they make a decision on either you keeping your parenting time, non-custodial parent, you're going to keep your parental time, but if your excuse is poor, guaranteed, and most excuses are poor in their eyes, you're going to get your parenting time reduced. And when your parenting time is reduced, your child support goes up. Yeah, child support goes up. So it's processes in place if there's a problem with the non-custodial parent practicing their parenting time. Okay. And most people, I don't know. In the way I see the world, most people in certain demographics, they don't go through the court for every little thing. Not saying that parenting time is a little thing, but and not tit for tat. They, what I'm saying, they too lazy to keep going to court back and forth. You know what I'm saying? For these type of complaints or what have you, they just rather start imposing what they believe they need to impose. Like, you don't pay your child support, you don't see your kid. In which, based on what we just reviewed in this video, is exactly what's going on. He's not paid his child support. The mother's mad. She's obstructing, she's blocking, she's restricting parenting time. And whatever the father feels like he can do with and for the child, she's giving that opportunity to the stepfather or wannabe stepfather. So let's get back into this video.
Do with it.
Hey, take that aside, man.
Hey, Keisha gonna really let this disrespect me in front of my mother son? So fat ass?
Oh man.
Hey, fuck all that. Hey, I'm getting my motherfucking son. We going. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, but I need my son. I need my son. Hey, let's wrap this shit up. I need my son, man. Give me my motherfucking son. Hey, don't kill my son no more. I'm shit out your ass. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
So, right here, the stepfather just received instructions. And I might have misheard it or what have you, but don't bring my son to the barbershop no more. I'm going to smack your ass. As step parents, when we get certain messages, I've been a stepfather in 2 situations. When you get certain messages, fall the fuck back. It's not your battle. Leave it alone. Okay? Being a step parent is, when you get into that, you have to know that you have to understand. You have not only understand, you have to accept the fact that it's not, in most cases, most of the time, it's not going to be something that you will enjoy. I had to finish it because I was already into the statement. But what I'm meaning is that there's a lot of obstacles that come with that. It's a lot of issues that come with that. Okay. My suggestion for men who are open to a mixed family dynamic is that the kids are from 0 to 3 and the father is not involved. What I mean by the father not being involved, either the father is deceased or he's in prison and his prison sentence is long enough where you raise the child without any interruption from him. Okay? That's the most ideal situation for a man in that situation that is open to a mixed family. Anything outside what I just expressed, you are opening up yourself to challenges that may destroy the marriage. Okay? Understand that. Understand that. Is really a challenging position to be a step parent, okay? You gotta, in a way, you gotta battle the kids. You gotta battle the spirit of the father on those kids, which is natural. I'm not saying it's not supposed to be there. That's natural shit. That's something that you're not going to be able to avoid. That's something that you're going to have to accept. But you're going to have to have enough skill and enough and enough endurance and enough discipline. That's the real word I was looking for. And enough discipline to work through that. Now you're fighting the kids. They old enough. They know their father. They know what they was into, what they into now. You got to fight that. You got to fight the spirit of the father that's on those kids. Okay. Because their allegiance is not to you. Don't get it twisted, bro. Their allegiance is to their father, and especially if they know them, in most cases. Not in my case, but in most cases. And then you have to fight the mother, because the mother doesn't respect you as their father. So it's a lot of challenges that you have to go through when you enter into that arrangement. You got to be built for it. And of course, you don't know if you're built for it until you're in the thick of it, right? So my suggestion is to get, if you're open to a mixed family arrangement, is to enter into an arrangement where the woman has a child from 0 to 3 and the father is not in play. He's deceased or in prison and his sentence is long enough and won't get reduced, or he'll get out early. His sentence is long enough. That means you got to vet, bro. You got to ask questions. You got to vet and make sure that father is not coming out while that child is under 18. Or and nowadays, while that child is like 20, 25, because the children's sticking around a little bit longer nowadays, unfortunately. Let's get back in the video.
Come on, like, man. Let's go. All right. Man, you gonna let him take him like that? Come on, Russell. Was you letting him take? Hey, man, it's his son. It's his son. He ain't trying to fight. Yeah, he took it.
Well, that's good that the stepfather humbled down and said he ain't trying to fight. Let him, and it ain't, and it's not a fight for you to fight. It really isn't. So humble down. Hey, to all the Captain Save-ems out there, look. Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. It is not your issue. That's between the father and the mother. Period. Unless there is some type of abuse involved, some type of neglect involved, then there's no other reason for you to be a vanguard. Not at all. Let's finish the video.
This video triggers me, and this is some of the more.
Okay, so that's the end of the video. We're not gonna do commentary on what Theo has to say about what's going on in that. We appreciate the material and what Theo put out there and what have you. But man, stepfathers, learn your place. Know your place. Know your place. And once again, in conclusion, my suggestion is 0 to 3 years old, because around 3, 4 years old is when the cognitive kicks in and what have you. And if they know their father, that element alone drops the respect for you about 20%. Because you know what's going to happen when some shit pop off, they do something that they ain't supposed to do, and you tell them this, that, and the third, and you're like, you ain't my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Zero to three, father not in the picture is the best scenario if you are open to a mixed family arrangement. Okay. And also in conclusion, men, stand on business in regards to your behavior. We do not have that sympathy that women get, regardless of how they act. We don't get that. We act like this young man acted, you know what I'm saying, in regards to how other men will look at this, and other real men will look at this, and other real women will look at this, and like this dude he's out of control. He, you know, and we all understand that, you know, there's a lot of emotion involved, especially when you don't have access to your children like you want, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, regardless of that, no one cares about that. They only going based off what you're doing at that moment. And you can have a million significant, reasonable reasons on why you going off. Men don't have that luxury. Men don't have that grace when we act out of control. We lose respect from our peers, from our women, from our children when we act out of control. Be on business how you act, okay? If you in a situation where you can't, you know what I'm saying, you in the heat of the moment and what have you, you know what I'm saying, and I'm cutting myself at the same time when I say this. Find a minute or two to step back and come back to the situation for real. Because what you say and what you do, you can't take back. Once that's out in the atmosphere, you done. That's what it is. That's who you are. That's what you're gonna be judged by. Okay? Stepfathers, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, mind your business. Okay? So that's the end of that commentary for that video. And then we're gonna go into our next little tidbit on the show and what have you. Because Old School Exit 9 is a bourbon and scotch drinker. So what we got going on Surreal Sundays is what we like to call Whiskey of the Week. Whiskey of the Week. That's right. And the Whiskey of the Week is Woodford Reserve. My personal favorites of the lineup is the Kentucky Straight and the Kentucky Straight Wheat. Both the wheat is a little lighter, but both have a medium barrel taste, what I call as a barrel taste to them, and they're moderately smooth. You know what I'm saying? They're not real harsh on going down. You know, so go to your. I know the Woodford Reserve is almost at all liquor stores. That's something that you don't have to go to the specialty shop for. So go grab you some Woodford Reserve and enjoy yourself. Okay, that is the Whiskey of the Week, Woodford Reserve. Okay. So Before we get out of here, I want to let everybody hey, look, if you enjoy the content, we need you to like, share, and subscribe to the Mrs. O Show. Okay, that's free. That's nothing. Just go ahead and like, share. If you don't like the content, hit the thumbs down. Okay, hit the thumbs down. That's cool. Hit the thumbs down. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs down. If you hit the thumbs up, then we need you to subscribe. And if you subscribe, we need you to share. Okay. And if you want to support the Mrs. O Show, we got over here in the corner over here. We got the Cash App, the QC code for the Cash App, and the QC code for the PayPal. You can support the show like that, so we can upgrade some things and present the content a little bit better for you. Make the show a little bit better for you. Okay. So we need you to do them things. All right. So stepfathers, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down. Men, stand on business on how you handle things in the public and in front of your children. And with that, Old School Exit 9, Mrs. O Show, Surreal Sundays, we say good night. Shalom.
My helper, we make a perfect team. We gotta stay together, good or bad, just like Al Green. You're my best friend. I know I can count on you. You complete me, made for me. This is how it should be. Whoa, whoa. Wife, your biggest supporter, I won't get out of line. Give possession, you give. Mother at home, teach the kids. Yeah, you're my best friend. I know I can count on you to lead me. You complete me. This is how it should be. there. I pray we stay together forever. Now listen, I know things not gonna always be perfect, but we gotta pray, we gotta fast, we gotta do whatever we gotta do.